Peacock and the Crane. Beauty and ability. Once upon a time, in a beautiful garden, there lived a colorful peacock. His name was Peter. Peter had bright blue and green feathers. His tail was long and beautiful. When he opened his tail, it looked like a big, colorful fan. Peter was very proud of his beautiful feathers. He walked around the garden every day. He showed his feathers to everyone. He thought he was the most beautiful bird in the world. In the same garden there was a tall gray bird. This bird was a crane. Her name was Clara. Clara had long legs and a long neck. Her feathers were not colorful like Peter's. They were gray and white. Clara was not beautiful like Peter, but she could fly very high. She could fly over mountains and seas. Clara loved to fly and see new places. One sunny day, Peter was walking in the garden. He saw Clara standing near the pond. Peter walked over to Clara. He opened his beautiful tail. The sun shined on his colorful feathers. Peter said to Clara, "Look at my beautiful feathers. Aren't they amazing? I am the most beautiful bird in the garden. Don't you wish you were beautiful like me?" Clara looked at Peter's feathers. They were very pretty. But Clara didn't want to be like Peter. She was happy being herself. Clara said, "Yes, Peter. Your feathers are very beautiful. But I am happy with how I look." Peter didn't understand. He thought everyone wanted to be beautiful like him. He said, "But Clara, your feathers are so boring. They are just gray. How can you be happy looking like that?" Clara smiled. She said, "Peter, there are more important things than being beautiful. I can do something you can't do. I can fly high in the sky." Peter laughed. He said, "Flying is not important. Being beautiful is the most important thing. Everyone loves to look at me." Clara thought for a moment. Then she had an idea. She said, "Peter, let's have a contest. Let's see who can fly to the top of that tall tree." Peter looked at the tall tree. It was very high. Peter knew he couldn't fly very well. His beautiful tail was heavy. It made it hard for him to fly. But Peter was proud. He didn't want to say no to the contest. He thought, "I am so beautiful. I must be good at flying too." Peter said, "Okay, Clara. Let's have a flying contest. I will show you that I am the best at everything." Clara said, "Okay, Peter. You go first." Peter opened his beautiful tail. He tried to fly. He flapped his wings hard. He jumped and flapped. But he could only fly a little bit. He reached a low branch on the tree. Peter was tired. He couldn't fly any higher. He sat on the low branch. He was sad and embarrassed. Now it was Clara's turn. Clara opened her long wings. She flew up, up, up. She flew easily to the top of the tall tree. She stood on the highest branch. Clara called down to Peter, "See, Peter? I can fly very high. My gray feathers may not be beautiful, but they help me fly well." Peter looked up at Clara. He felt very silly. He realized that being beautiful was not everything. He said, "You're right, Clara. You can do something I can't do. I was wrong to think that beauty is the most important thing. Clara flew down to Peter. She said, "Peter, your feathers are beautiful. But beauty is not the only important thing. Everyone has different abilities. We should be proud of what we can do, not just how we look." Peter thought about Clara's words. He realized she was right. He said, "I'm sorry, Clara. I was too proud. Can you teach me how to fly better?" Clara was happy that Peter wanted to learn. She said, "Of course, Peter. I will help you. And maybe you can teach me how to walk gracefully like you do." From that day, Peter and Clara became good friends. They helped each other. Peter learned to fly a little better. Clara learned to walk more gracefully. Peter still loved his beautiful feathers, but he learned not to boast about them. He learned that being kind and helpful was more important than being beautiful. Clara was proud of her flying skills, but she also learned to appreciate beauty. She enjoyed watching Peter's colorful feathers shine in the sun. The other animals in the garden saw the change in Peter and Clara. They were happy to see the beautiful peacock and the skilled crane become friends. One day, a little bird came to the garden. This bird was not beautiful and could not fly well. The little bird was sad. Peter and Clara saw the sad little bird. They went to talk to it. Peter said, "Don't be sad, little bird. Everyone is special in their own way. What can you do well?" The little bird said, "I can sing beautiful songs, but I'm not beautiful like you, Peter. And I can't fly high like you, Clara." Clara said, "That's wonderful. We would love to hear your beautiful songs. Can you sing for us?" The little bird sang a beautiful song. All the animals in the garden came to listen. They loved the song. Peter said to the little bird, "See? You have a wonderful ability. Your songs make everyone happy. That's very important." The little bird felt better. It realized that its ability to sing was special. From that day on, Peter, Clara, and the little bird became good friends. They all learned that everyone has different abilities. They learned to appreciate each other's strengths. Peter still walked proudly in the garden. But now he was proud of being a good friend, not just of his beautiful feathers. Clara still flew high in the sky. But now she also enjoyed watching the beautiful things in the garden. And the little bird sang happy songs every day. It was proud of its beautiful voice. All the animals in the garden learned an important lesson. They learned that beauty, ability, and kindness are all important. They learned to be proud of themselves and to appreciate others. And so the peacock, the crane, and all their friends lived happily in the beautiful garden, each special in their own way.